Gainax Studios is under some hot water right now. The studio president has been arrested because of inappropriate behavior towards one of his aspiring teenage voice actresses. So the story is he was taking photos of a teenage voice actress and they were not very tasteful photographs. Apparently that escalated to him saying that he had to massage the girl's legs because they looked puffy? It legit sounds like something straight from a porn. The photographer, gotta massage your legs, they look too puffy. So Maki allegedly told the teenage female that his residence was the production girls' dorm of a voice acting development and production agency owned by Maki. During these photo shoots, Maki would take topless photographs of the teenager, telling her it was practice for when you become famous and people take pictures of you. Maki is also accused of molesting the teenager, allegedly by insisting that he needed to massage her due to her legs being puffy. So obviously the idea being he was taking advantage of young voice actresses who thought this guy's a professional, I should listen to him. But yeah, this sounds like a lot of red flags that you should run away. So he was arrested after the pictures were found and, you know, the girl's testimony, I can assume. His defense doesn't sound very good. He states that he was asked to take the photographs. So the idea is, no, she was coming on to me. She wanted me to take topless photos of her. Somehow, I doubt that. So now in response to Gainax studio president being revealed to be like this predator for teenage girls, a bunch of anime studios that have relation to Gainax have come out and tried to like separate themselves from that nonsense. Because as you can imagine, if, you know, the studio president himself is the one doing this to girls, you can imagine that other people in the studio might be doing this to girls, and maybe other people in relation to that studio might know they were doing this to girls, and maybe they were also doing it. It's like a connection thing. It's like Epstein, you know? He had all these friends. Did they know he was a pedophile who had a pedophile island? So all these studios are coming out being sure to separate themselves from Gainax Studios. Studio Kahara saying that they have moved on from Gainax and that they will have no part in the current Evangelon productions, and they've actually issued a request that the media stop associating Evangelon with Maki's arrest in their reporting. Gaina, formerly Gainax Fukushima, a very similar name, stated that they were no longer affiliated with Gainax after being acquired by Kinoshita Group, changing their name to Gaina. So basically the idea is, no, we have nothing to do with them anymore. We changed our name, we changed our studio, we were acquired by different people, we have different people, we don't even know the guy anymore. Actually, who is that guy? Who's his name? And then Gainax Kyoto, also incredibly similar name going on there. Both just straight up have Gainax in the name. So Takeda is an original founder of Gainax himself. He explained that Gainax Kyoto and Gainax were completely separate companies that shared no compatible relationship. And regardless of them all coming out and saying, oh no, we have no relation with this guy, we don't know anything about what he's doing in his studio, we're completely separate studios, there might still be something that comes out later. If it's really not just Maki who's doing this, and there are other people related in the studio who are also doing similar things, then we might have more news come out where it turns out, oh wait a minute, yeah, that studio that said they're not affiliated with Maki, actually they knew the whole thing and they also do it. You know, it's one of those crazy things. But as of right now, it looks like it's just Maki who was found guilty of doing this to girls. And if it is just Maki doing this, I would say that the other studios don't really have to say that they're not affiliated with Gainax anymore. I mean, if it's just the one guy, you can replace the guy, right? You can't replace an entire studio if the entire studio is doing it. But obviously, you know, it's important for your studio to denounce what Monkey did and say, yeah, we would never do that at our studio, that's disgusting, and obviously the guy's not well in the head. Can't be taking advantage of teenage girls like that, and why take pictures of it? That's evidence that will 100% be used against you, dude. Not only are you a creep, you're a dumb creep. I would also like to point out, this is the difference between firing someone based on rumors and arresting someone based on evidence. What a crazy, crazy world we live in. I don't know what'll actually happen with Gainax Studio if, you know, all these other studios are completely disconnecting from them. I don't know if they're going to run a further investigation throughout the rest of the studio if the president himself was the one sexually assaulting these women. If they have suspicion that more people in the studio might be doing this, then obviously they should further investigate the studio. I don't know how the studio itself is going to recoup after all this bad press that came from their president. But of course, be sure to share your thoughts down below on this whole thing. Sorry, this isn't a very happy story to be talking about today. But I guess the happy part is that he was arrested. Right? He did bad things, but at least he's been caught. So be sure to share your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen to Gainax Studios? Do you think there are more people at Gainax Studios who are guilty of similar conduct? Be sure to like the video, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Program restart.